Good evening, people, or good afternoon, or good night, wherever you are in the world. So, people, this talk about the incidents what took place just a day ago, more or less, with this young man, five. What's his name again? Top five. One of Drake's boys. Top five. That's it. Well, people, I see a lot of spectating going on, and I see a lot of bloggers running with certain behavior. But you must remember in life, there's always a ripple effect. And what is that ripple effect gonna be? That's what we gotta think about. Because this can go left unnecessary. So let's talk about it. That young man had busted the M case. Yeah, so if he busted the M case, we don't know who the person who got unalived is. It might be a person from his background. They hear the word his background. Yeah? So we're spectating. But here what you gotta be careful what you're saying out there, because you could be sending the wrong message. I see some bloggers saying, well, when I heard the guy saying this, it got me upset. Like I could have done him something myself. And I've heard other people saying, you're lucky to be alive. Yeah, you can't come to England and underestimate the English youths. Okay, you can't go nowhere in this world and underestimate anybody. You cannot underestimate anybody. Not even your Ross Clark girl you lay beside. Not even your own children you can underestimate nowadays. Yeah? But this talk about it. Alright. We live in a wicked world, and Satan and his children are very mischievous. Yeah? So this puts some things into the equation, yeah? To make the people them think. Be careful what you're saying, yeah? Alright, the first thing what come out the other day, yeah? 100 men fee a monkey or a gorilla, yeah? What did it turn to after that? 100 American men fee 100 English men. You lot saw that for yourself. I'm not making it up. Even women, they were saying 100 American women fee 100 English women. So now, we've got a rap artist come out and he wants to have a rap battle. Yeah? So I want you to look in the picture. Yeah? So there's one, he wants a rap battle. Then there's one where they're making a TikTok. 100 Americans fee 100 English. Yeah? And now, American artist from Canada or wherever he's from has been victimized over in the turf of Britain. Okay. So now you think about this. He's trying to murk somebody. Like I said, think. Thinking is nothing. Thinking is not a crime. Think. Just think. He's murdered somebody. Unalive, so they like to say. So he's got off the case. So we don't know, like I said, if these people are from his background. And they're saying he's Somali. Well, we know the Somali community are very tight. It don't matter what part of the world you are. You see, once you do one of them Somalian something, it will reach England, it will reach New York, it will reach everywhere. Yeah, so we don't know if this young man allegedly could have took a life of one of his own people, and the people saying they're not having that. It could even be an incident the people are saying, you know what, over back where he come from, yeah, we're gonna get him licked down in Britain. Yeah. Next thing is Drake's boy. As the internet was saying, the internet is shooter. So you imagine this now. You see this music world is Satan's world, yeah? So we have to ask ourselves questions. Why did a person take a picture of that young man saying what he was saying? and making it be edited to that small level, pushing out a mad message. Yeah? These questions we have to look into. So is this man a sacrifice for the music world? Is Drake got some new tunes coming out soon? Because someone's got to be slaughtered as the lamb. Somebody has to be slaughtered as the lamb. And because he's having, we'll say, clashes back where he comes from in the music industry, yeah, it's like they're secretly trying to cancel my man. Says my man doing this so his name gets called out. Is this a ritual? Is this a ritual? Because it's happened on English turf, yeah. People are saying, yeah, don't underestimate the English people. For one, we don't know if it was a ritual. We don't know if Drake got man sacrificed. We don't know that. We do not know that. We could say, why wasn't he with him on the night? It's his right hand man, so why didn't you go partying with your right hand man? So is this guy a ritual? And people saying, yeah, English shoot. Don't say it's an English shoot. We don't know if it's a man from his own country. We don't know who he murdered. So we're spectating. But when you're doing that, yeah, you're putting a ripple on your own selves and a stigma what you don't need. Yeah, this ain't about your country's better than my country. Yeah, and you're trying to get reps of them behavior. That don't make no sense. Because no one can tell us who the person who what done it. We don't know if he's from my man's country. We don't know if it's the people who lost their life, got family in England, what went on revenge. We don't know. So why we put in the stigma, it's a London thing. Or it's a Britain thing. Why are we putting that on ourselves? Now here where the ripple effect can come out. You see some of you English artists, yeah? You're supposed to come out and talk up and say certain things like that's how it shouldn't be going on. It shouldn't be going on. Yeah, because you got to remember this. If you decide to fly out to that country now, yeah, and then people over there see you and they say, you know what? Since England think it's bad, here what? For them, you hold your peace then. Since we're gonna go numbers for numbers now, because this is how things triple off. You understand? And then you might have innocent youths because they dress a certain way, yeah, from England, yeah. They might go America and get deceived as something they're not. And then the people then unalive that person of innocentness. And that's the truth. So all them artists, yeah, you got to remember, you don't come up, yeah, and you've got to go to those people's country, yeah. You got to remember, them man might not poke you up, they might pop you off. So when Britain's saying, like you're trying to take some credit for something you don't know what took place, yeah, you shouldn't do that. Because it's like some little system set up. Or would I say Satan's kind of set up. Because it's gone from clash, yeah, hip-hop clash, to one of the hip-hop people have been poked up from Texas or wherever he's from, yeah? So then it starts coming down on the people then. Because sometimes, yeah, the youths don't think. We can't turn around and say this was a youth. It could have been a hit, man. No one knows. So people, I don't think people should take credit for something they don't know. Because you're setting up yourselves for something you might not really know. So now it might be a thing where they're saying to each other like, you know what? When them brothers come over from England, we poking them up. And it might not even be nothing to do with English people. It might be the victim's family what lost unalived. It could be some culture issues, what he's got with his own culture, what might not be nothing to do with us because they got their culture all over the place. You understand what I'm saying? So England, don't put this on yourself. Yeah, do not put this on yourself. Because we know England is a brutal place. And we know it ain't nothing for these youths or people to take your 3 points. Because people are not going on the poke up thing as a joke thing. They're going to take people's life. The world just got nuts. But we cannot put the blame on the British people for what took place, because we don't know if it's a ritual. Yeah, we don't know if it's it been put on him from America. We don't know if it's his own culture what did it. Because you got to imagine this. My man's gone clubbing. Yeah. I don't know where he was. I don't know if he took lives. But you got to imagine this. Them time of morning, allegedly I heard the person had on a mask. Yeah. Which might not be true. Because how you walking in them cities there with a mask on your face? Well, then again, the pandemic did allow people to wear masks. So everybody can walk in a mask now and walk around anywhere freely. So that's the fashion what the system has created. I wonder why they created that. They're not silly. So sometimes people, this could be systems work. This can be the system's work. And the system is Satan. You understand? So logical, yeah, they could be fighting us against each other. But things are just looking suspicious. That American raps going against each other. Now they're saying the English youths them just poked up the man. There's a lot of things going around this thing. But we got to look in it. Is it a ritual? Is Drake part of it? Is Drake brought my man to say, yo, you know what, the lamb can go to the slaughter? Because then people have to give away people, you know. Because their system built. And now they're saying Drake allegedly made some comment about, yeah, the best rappers are British. He didn't say the best rappers in the world, did he? He might mean in Europe. And now I'm hearing the people over Dessa, yeah, are looking to deal with him because they're saying, how can a man go and say that? But no one's ever questioned a man if he did say that, why he said that. You understand? So we're just living in a barbaric times now. And people, yeah, can use lots of things for excuse. When they put up that clip there, yeah, that might be his pagan he's got from somewhere else, or the family members of people that could have passed, or his culture, and they said, yo, we're gonna use that picture as a advantage and get rid of him, and then the English can get the blame, but we know it's our dirt. So we can't speculate on that and say it's the English. Don't put that on yourselves. You can't, that's foolishness. The man just spoke what he spoke and said what he said. That's not a reason to poke him up. I don't believe it's that. That wouldn't be a reason to poke him up. Because he made some points, but people don't want to look at the points. He might have not been doing it from a disrespectful aspect. Because you imagine this, yeah? He's probably got TikTok. And he's got social media pages. So when he's there saying, yeah, people from England, they're not killing no one. They even show you their houses. Yeah. He might mean the people he's watched on TikTok. You know, when they say, yeah, I'll pull up. And when they pull up, they're saying, I'm here. And no one ain't coming out. Or someone's coming out and they're just making a bag of noise. Rah, 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 rah. Yeah? So he might have seen that from TikTok. So he's got a point of view which could be right. Yeah, because the person who ever made that video, yeah, they didn't give us the full length. I don't believe he just said, pull it up and said, yeah, talk about England, how the people them are this. There was a beginning and there was an end. And people all owe things. So we don't know if this is a system set up. So the man them can go against each other. Is it going to set a new trend? If the English artists go to America, are they going to get poked up? Are the young people going to turn it into a new craze? You went for mine, so we're going for yours. Tick for tack. Is it a system set up? Allowing the youths to go at each other, to unalive each other. The world is in war. So is this a tactics where there's antics involved in this? But people, I wouldn't read too much on it. And as the British people of London, or whatever you want to call yourselves here, you shouldn't take that up as an issue and drop it upon yourself when you don't know if it's my man's people from East Back culture. You don't know if it's sacrifice for rituals. You don't know because these artists will sacrifice their mama for money to get to the top. Yeah, they're in some funny world, some of these people. And when you look at all the people what you see in coming world, yeah, you got to look at them and see what's righteous about them. And when you look at them, righteous about them, do righteous stuff. So did Drake send my man to the slaughterhouse? And the most I bless the brother? Or is it the people who he unalive family could be in Britain taking revenge? Or could it be his own culture because he's not breaking bread? So anybody can leave their options, but you're only spectating because you wasn't there, so you're only spectating. But you got to look into the things. Like you're putting it on Britain. No one said it was a British shoot. They haven't caught no victim. They don't know the background of whoever the poker is. So why are we saying it's an English shoot? Is it only English shoots in England? Come on, man. Wake up, man. Could be a setup.